Hello, this is Sandra Hart at Life Over 60. It is what it is. Do I think of aging very often? Well, honestly, not much. But if I had known what my life was going to be, I definitely would have asked for a round-trip ticket. Hello and welcome again. Oh, the agony and ecstasy of being over 80 years old. I have constantly had a lot of my subscribers and even people around me ask me, just how do you feel about being 83 years old? And I really have to be honest with them. And what has reminded me of this, even though we've talked about this quite often on my channel, yesterday a young friend of mine came by. She's 32, and of course my daughter is with me, who is 58. And she asked me just candidly, she said, how do you feel about being over 80 years old? And I looked at her and I thought, well, you know what? I am going to tell you something about yourself that is true, but you don't know it yet. And I want you to hear it. And when you're close to that 60-year-old age, I want you to think of me and remember what I have said to you. I don't feel as old as I am. I don't feel as old as I am. Now, I know there is a disconnect there between my chronological age and how I feel. But once you reach 60, you probably are going to feel the same way as I do. Now, I want to ask you another question. I'm going to ask you a question. What is the most important thing to you right now? Of all your priorities, what is the most important thing to you? And she said to me, well, I really want to get ahead in my career. That really is important to me. But I'd also like to find someone, to find my soulmate, get married, and have a family. And I said, okay. I said, when you are 60, probably, do you know what is going to be the number one priority for you? Being in control of your health and having good health. Because I know when I hit 60, now I have had an autoimmune illness that went away, but recently I've had a couple of flares because of all the circumstances around me here. But I want to be in good health and I want to have control of my health. And when I bend over and put on my sneakers and tie them, I don't want to throw out my back. And when I get up, I don't want to teeter-totter, and I want to be sure that I have good balance. My health really is a priority to me. Now, I know some of you have had health problems or health crises in your life, and you're trying your best to accept and get over it. But thinking positive about all of the negative things that are happening to you in your life, like aging, will help you stay young and help you heal better. Studies have shown that people 60 and over who feel that they're younger, and it's usually they feel like about 12 years younger than they are, those people outlive their peers who feel that they are old and they're negative and woe is me and I feel like I'm 60, 65. They live much longer if they feel and think younger than they are. And that is proven science. But our priorities change, don't we, as we get older? I know, especially for women, it is harder than men for some reason. When we look in the mirror and we see that disconnect of how we feel and how we dress and how we want to look and what is actually in the mirror, we see that aging process, don't we? And we do have a choice as to what we can do. We can go, woe is me, I can't take it, I want to stay young forever, so I'm going to run to the dermatologist or the surgeon, I'm going to get plastic surgery, I'm going to get Botox and fillers and dermabrasion, whatever that I can do to save this face of mine, so that when I look in the mirror, I'm going to feel good about myself. Or you can just do what I have chosen to do, and I have chosen to let nature take its course, let my genetics play out, and try to age as gracefully as I can. Now, one or the other is not wrong. If you feel that cosmetic surgery and all of the things that I've mentioned can help you, and that's the right choice for you, or if you feel that you don't mind looking at that gray hair, and if you want to just let nature take its course, then that is also true and good for you. And those are the two choices that we can do and how we face this aging process. But I think especially with women, we feel it more than men do. For some reason, men can age, and if they've got a lot of money, then they can get whomever they want, usually. But for us, it truly is, unfortunately, a different story. Now, I am not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest with you. When someone tells me that I look good and I don't look my age, it really makes me feel great, and I'm excited, and I absolutely love it. I soak it in like a sponge, or like sunshine shining down on me. I absolutely love it. But I am not kidding myself that I know that my body is it's going to age. No matter what we do, we are going to age. That's just life, and that's what happens to us. We age, our body changes, we mature, or we deteriorate, however you want to look at it. But we cannot stop that aging process. I have chosen to be honest with who I am. I have chosen not to pretend I'm anything than I am, and I want to be as real as possible while I am here. There is a disconnect about how I feel inside, but I accept that. Whatever it is, it is. And I'm going to enjoy the ride as long as I can. And as for my face, I'll take care of my skin. I'll do everything I can to try to protect what nature and genetics have given me, but I am not going to alter who I am or what I look like, but I am going to try to be the best version of me that I can for the rest of my life. And the bottom line is, I really don't want to pass for anything more or less than what I really am. It is what it is. I really would love to hear how you feel about aging, even if you're young. Are you fearful? Are you afraid? I would just love to hear your opinions on how you are handling the aging process. Please be good to yourself today. Be kind to whomever crosses your path. Share the love. Let's all pray for peace. And thank you so much for being here. I care and I love each and every one of you. I hope that you will come back, and I will see you in my next video.